Now, the new president of the Republic of Tanzania, I'm calling her the new president because she has already been announced as the new president of the Republic of Tanzania, President Samia Suluhu Hassan, though she has forced to be announced or to be given the certificate, because the truth is that there was no free and fair election as people expected. So definitely she has forced to be announced, because we've heard about somebody who was in charge of elections in Tanzania. He tried to speak about like the elections not being transparent, and he was just like, I don't know where he just disappeared. I don't know what happened. There's just stories, rumors. I don't really know about that. Yeah, but I tend to believe it's true, because what is happening right now in Tanzania with the government and leaders, it is something that is very shocking. So this president can really do anything. If she can be announced the president winning with 32 million votes when people didn't vote, that is insane, right? That's crazy. So we expect anything from her. Now, this president been trying to look into some matters, and she's at very big risk, because she's going to lose a lot of things. She's going to lose friends, and she's going to lose other heads of state maybe who were close to her and something like that. Reason being, number one, African presidents right now, they fear very much. They're in a very big fear because of what the youths are doing in Africa, because of what the Gen Zs are doing in Africa. They're in fear because anything can happen to them anytime. They are very careful with how they're handling things and how they're handling public properties and all that, and public resources, because they know anything can happen. Even when they make decisions, they are very careful when making the decisions, because they know anything can happen. I've had a video of M7 trying to say, I am the president of Uganda, and if you want to know who I am, try to disagree with my power, or try to temper with me, you're gonna know who I am. And as a president, you're not supposed to be talking in that manner. So the people of Uganda also, they're just sitting somewhere waiting to see what the president will do. Now, that was not my point. My point is that the president of Tanzania, she's at a very big risk, because she is going to lose a lot of friends, especially the heads of state who wants a change in Africa. Remember, we have the heads of state who have proven to be the beacon of change in Africa. They're trying to make sure that Africa is liberated and the revolution is happening in Africa, and therefore these people, they will never want to associate themselves with people who are not ready for the change, or they'd never want to associate themselves with people who are trying to oppress the people. For example, there is videos. Recently, we've had we saw the president of Namibia. She's also a woman, Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah. She came to Tanzania. She came to visit President Samia Suluhu Hassan. Just check into these pictures. Now, that is the president of Namibia, Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah. She came to Tanzania because she was trying to pull some friendship between her and Samia Suluhu Hassan, because they are the female presidents in Africa, and it has been very difficult for Africa to have female presidents. So she's coming to visit her friend, to try and strengthen friendship and all that. Now, the reason as to why this friendship of Samia Suluhu Hassan and Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah can come to an end is because Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, being as a president that is being a president among South African presidents, she has a reputation, and She would never want this reputation to be broken at all. She has been championing for African peace. She has been championing for African unity recently. She has also been championing for the Pan-Africanism and for the liberation and revolution of Africa. And you realize that her friends have always been people who are championing for the freedom of Africa. And she has really been trying to strengthen friendship with people like the president of Botswana. He's called Dumaboko. She has been working with him around. They've been going around and trying to see and find the things they can be able to do to unite their countries, to unite African countries, and to liberate African countries. They have been championing for unity all the times, and therefore Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah and the president of Botswana Dumaboko, they are friends, okay? And you can see these two. Just try and check into Dumaboko's reputation and the things he has been talking about, which kind of a president he's trying to become and all that. And you're going to see that he is a president that really wants the change in Africa. And therefore, him becoming friends with Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, that means also Netumbo is one of the people that are on this lane of trying to look for unity, trying to champion for change over the continent of Africa. Okay, so these two are friends. If Samia Suluhu Hassan wants to be in the group of these two, then she must not be doing the things that she's doing today. But where Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah is sitting today, she's trying to look into this whole matter and feels like this was not the right person for me to choose. She wasn't the right friend for me to choose, because if she can be trying to fight to do things in this manner, if she can be one among us the people who are trying to destroy the peace of Africa and all that and killing people, I don't think I want to be part of this friendship. And therefore Samia Suluhu Hassan might end up losing the friendship between her and the president of Namibia, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. Now, president of Tanzania, Samia Suluhu Hassan, might also end up not having good relationships between her and the president of Burkina Faso, that is Captain Ibrahim Traore, together with other presidents like the president of Niger, Abdurrahmane Chiani, and the president of Mali, Assimi Goïta, because these three are friends. Now, how does it connect to Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah and the president of Botswana, Dumaboko? How does it connect, and how does the connection come from? These three people, these three heads of state from West Africa, they have been friends with the president of Botswana through President Captain Ibrahim Traore, because Traore, we've seen him in images many a times, trying to in images many a times, talking and having some chats with president of Botswana, Dumaboko. Just take a look at these images. That one is the president of Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore, with the president of Botswana, Dumaboko. They have been friends. So a friend to your friend is definitely your friend. So Dumaboko being a friend to Captain Ibrahim Traore, it means Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah being a friend to Dumaboko, he is also a friend to Captain Ibrahim Traore. And Abdurrahmane Chiani is a friend to Assimi Goïta, and they are both friends to Captain Ibrahim Traore, which means Assimi Goïta, Abdurrahmane Chiani, and Captain Traore are friends to Dumaboko, and they are friends to Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. They become a group of 5 people who are really championing for the revolution of Africa, for the freedom of Africa, and all that, you know. And many other people who are really trying to fight for the unity of the black people and for the unity of Africa, like Julius Malema and many other people. They are going to be enemies to Suluhu Hassan because of what Suluhu Hassan is doing. Also, there are other presidents who are really trying to not to go the path that Suluhu is going because they fear the power of the people. Listen up. Since people realize they have power and they are the people who have to decide what the government has to do, now many African governments are at a very much risk. They are very much afraid and they are terrified because of what can happen. You know, they don't like what can face them. So if they come across a country, that is why in this matter of Samia Suluhu Hassan, no African president has talked about it. No African president has talked about it. Why? Because African presidents, number one, they really fear what is happening. They fear them talking about this matter, and then the people from their own country, they feel like, oh, so you're supporting violence, eh? So you're supporting somebody who is who might come and like who wants to kill people and wants to take power by force, and who is preaching and not following the real rule of democracy and all that. So this is the kind of a person that you are, and by that, anything can happen to his or her country, and therefore they would never want to get to that point. Okay, these presidents that I've mentioned, they are presidents that they really want freedom in Africa. They really want revolution and liberation in Africa, and therefore Samia Suluhu Hassan is likely to lose the friendship she had with Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, which will end up leading her to lose friendship with many people, because of course Dumaboko will tell Netumbo, now you see the person you want to befriend, she isn't a good person. Therefore, if you want us to continue being friends, you must break that friendship, because Dumaboko also is a kind of a person who who doesn't like nonsense. He has always been following and trying to emulate what Traore has been doing. Just take a look into this video.
Traore is doing them. Traore wakes up, dreams them up. Following morning, he makes a pronouncement. It is law. It is policy. Action follows. And I wake up and I say stuff, they look at me and say, what is this man talking about? We need to take it through this stage and that stage and put it to tender, float the tender. It takes 2 years, then we evaluate, then there are complaints, and there's an interdict. We wait another 4 years. By that time, you have to go and account to the people, and they remove you. Those who came before me did not fail because they didn't have ideas. They did. Maybe even better ideas. They just didn't implement them. Why? Because perhaps they failed to appreciate that the structures that are in place are not properly suited to the attainment of quick action. So you need to subvert some of these rules and processes unapologetically.
And here is also Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah trying to speak and having a speech that concerns and that really supports Pan-Africanism and all that. Just take a look.
We must invest in skills, embrace innovation, and foster a spirit of teamwork at all levels of government. There is a say that one finger cannot pick up a needle. And this tells us the importance of teamwork. In the offices, colleagues, there are no friends. You are co-workers. You are co-workers. Don't be in the office and you have people you can talk to, and there are those who cannot talk to. As a manager, you must bring up everybody. If that person is not able to deliver, and you want to frustrate the person and just deal with the ones you like, you are a failure, colleagues.
Become the friends of these people, then she also must be engaging in fights like this one, the fights to unite Africa, the fights to revolve Africa and to liberate Africa, the fights, yeah, to try and protect the people, have the interests of people at heart, because these people I've mentioned are the people with the interests of people at heart. They won't engage in killing the civilians. They won't engage in rigging elections. They are loved because of the work that they do. And therefore, she's at risk of losing a lot of important and valuable friends. Therefore, she needs to be careful. And in whatever the things she's doing, she must be careful. She must think and think and think again. Okay, now tell me what you think in the comment section. I will do my best to make sure I read all the comments and give a response where possible. I am the African Streamline in African Streamlines Roundtable. Thanks for coming and thanks for always watching. Until next episode, peace be with you.